Hey, how we doing once again on this Sunday night? Frank, House of Orange Sports Channel, Lady Vols get their first portal commitment today, and we'll talk about that here in just a minute. Make sure you hit the like. If you'll share out that content, anybody that's maybe not run across it. And if you have not and you like the content, hit that subscribe as well. I actually recorded this a few minutes ago, went to upload it, and I got pegged because I put some video in watching Nya Robertson, the commit who I'm getting ready to talk about, and apparently it was copyrighted. So doing this again without the video on it. But if you get a chance to go to YouTube, type in Nya Robertson, watch her video. Nya Robertson is the commitment. She former SMU guard. She's 5'7". Now this past season for SMU, she averaged 18.5 points, 3 boards, 1.7 assists. She shot 32.5% from the field, 31.2 from three-point range. So both those numbers were down at least a few percentage points from previous years. Rebounds up, assists up, steals up. She had over 1 steal per game. Did have more turnovers this year, averaging over 3.5 per game. Played a lot of minutes, though. Her minutes each year, from her first year to her now third year that she just concluded, up over 10 minutes total per game. So she's playing most of the games this past season. But if you go and look at her highlights and what she adds to the equation, she's fast. She can handle the ball. She can push it. She can shoot. She can pass. She adds a little bit of everything that they need to the equation. So I don't know if she's listed more as a point guard, a combo guard, or what, because some of the highlights, she's bringing the ball up and pushing it. Others, she's playing off of the ball. And I know a point guard doesn't bring the ball up every single time. Zakai Ziegler, there's even, times he wouldn't bring the ball up. But I like this ad. I like what Nya Robertson brings to the table, the speed. She looks to me like, especially in that Kim Caldwell system, like she could absolutely flourish with it. Now, again, a couple of the concerns, the shooting percentage going down, the turnovers up. But that's something, and that's something that plagued the Lady Vols at times this year. They would get into a turnover frenzy. And I thought one of the things they really needed to add was really a sharp shooter. I don't know if this qualifies as a sharp shooter, but she can shoot. It is a shooter. It is somebody who can run the pace. So I think you got to really like where this program's going right now, especially with what they've got coming back. And really this team, the way I see it, everybody coming back for the most part should fit. I mean, you've only had so far the one defection to the portal, which was Strickland when she hit the portal, and it just wasn't a fit here. And of course, from her freshman year on, her minutes, her numbers had continued to decline anyway. But I mean, you look at who's coming back. You've got Whitehorn, Boyd, Kaya Wynn will be back from injury. You've got Z Spearman, who just kept getting better and better as the year went along. You have Alyssa Latham, who is one that I don't think is getting enough attention here. This is one, Alyssa Latham, who I think could make a big jump between this year and next year and really go to help Z Spearman down low. And then, of course, you got Talasia Cooper as well. That's some pretty good players that's coming back. And it looks like I don't really expect any more defections as far as that goes. Now you add the Paldo twins, you add Denia Prawl, you add Jada Seville, you add Lauren Hurst to the equation. You're adding some size. You're adding people who fit the system here. So you're adding, as of now, including the 5 recruits, Nya Robertson, you're adding 6 to the 6 that were already coming back. So it'll be, interesting to see how they use the remaining spots. They could have up to 3, but I'm still figuring out how that works. My understanding, it's not 3 full, but you can do partial scholarship. Maybe you can do full. Like I said, I'm still trying to wrap my head around these extra scholarships because there's different ways that I've read it, and it's just I've not come to a concrete conclusion if they can all be full or if you can just do partials out of it, 1 to 2 of the last ones. But anyhow, there's at least another spot, and to me, I think you need to add a big. I think that's where they're at. I think they need another big because right now you've really got Spearman, you've got Latham, Lauren Hurst can add to that as well. I feel like you need one more because the rest of your players coming in and stuff all around 6 foot or less. So I kind of think that's where you're at with it, and I think the Lady Vols have a real good shot. I would feel, especially the way that they rotate in and out, I would think they'll be able to do pretty well with these last spots. So I've wanted to look. Here's what we're looking at, and I fully expect moving forward that they're going to continue to just be really involved with high level recruits. Of course, they did try with Latson, former Florida State player. We saw her last year. She did go to South Carolina on it. So I mean, this is. They tried. It was thought that they would get her in for a visit, ended up not getting her. Let's see, we're looking at Mia Paldo is 5'6", Maya Paldo's 5'6", Denia Prawl 6'2". She can play guard or forward. Jada Seville is 6 foot. Lauren Hurst is 6'3". So you're adding some talent. You're adding a little bit of size there as well. I think you've still got to get more of a proven portal scorer, or not necessarily a scorer. Somebody who can score a little bit, somebody who can run the court, somebody who can defend down low. They need more help down there. I really think that's where you have to go with your remaining spots. Now, if you can add 3, I would still absolutely try to find a sharpshooter that's out there. Now, I don't know how that compares. I'll be honest, and this may sound like a dumb statement, but this is where I've really been more into the women's game just the last year, not been just a diehard in it. What's a sharpshooter in the women's game versus the men's? Or do we look for same percentages or not? That may sound like a dumb thing, but it's something I'm still not fully up to date on as far as the percentages go, because I see a lot of your percentages that are scores and stuff. I see these lower than what I see maybe out of the men's game. And I'm not comparing the games or saying they should be the same, but I am wondering if percentage-wise, if maybe you see a little bit something different with it. But this is a good start for Kim Caldwell and the staff. Things have been a little quiet. I mean, you had the Boston College visitor, a couple of weeks ago. Haven't heard anything from that. So I really wouldn't anticipate anything there. But, I mean, we saw it some last year that some visits took longer to play out for them. Where else do they go from here? It'll be interesting. Any names I come across, I'll get that out for you. But earlier tonight, I put out a men's portal video. Make sure you check that out if you're into all the sports. Baseball recap from the weekend. Also, I would love to do the Lady Vols softball after their big series win over Texas. There's just not time, and it's just not been time to add it yet. Hopefully we can at some point. But it should be a big weekend, a week coming up. Basketball portal, football portal opens on Wednesday with spring practice concluding. And this one's going to be crazy, especially with Nico hitting the road or being told to hit the road, ever how it worked out. Tennessee's going to be in for a quarterback. There's no doubt about it. So, and then do we see any departures? Do we see any other positions come in? I think you could see a little bit of everything in this 1 week crazy ass window that's getting ready to come up. But this is Frank, House of Orange. Have a great rest of your day. And last but not least, go Vols.